over to Steve Keeley now. You have more on the escape, Steve, and when you see the way this Cavalcante scaled this wall, you get an idea of what he's capable of when it comes to climbing trees or shrubs or whatever he may be doing out there.
Well, that surveillance you're talking about is the reason that the weather and the pizza aren't the only hot things around here. So are some neighbors and some business folks, because nothing hurts pizza business like an escaped killer. And when they saw that video and then they heard that another convict escaped the prison the same way by going up the roof the same exact way just 10 weeks ago, well, you can understand how they feel.
It's incredible.
Chester County prison surveillance video showed how Danelo Cavalcante escaped. It was after 8:33 in the morning during inmate exercise time. At 8:51, while other inmates are seen around the corner from the door to the exercise yard, Cavalcante, at just 5 feet tall, was able to put his hands and feet against the two walls leading to that prison door and climb up onto the prison roof. From there, it was over to a prison yard that, for some still unsaid reason, was not being watched like it was supposed to by a guard in a prison tower, who did not see Cavalcante on the roof or jump down from it and then over prison fences with razor wire on top. Prison officials realized an inmate was missing at 9:45, and at 9:50, the prison was put on lockdown. 10 minutes later, the public escape siren sounded and the 911 call center notified. On May 19th, another inmate had also got up on the roof the same way. But that time, the tower guard did spot him, and the inmate was caught within 5 minutes. And then after that, extra security measures were added.
In the escape of Cavalcante, the tower officer did not observe nor report the escape. The escape was discovered as part of the inmate counts that occurs when inmates come in from the exercise yard. While we believe the security measures we had in place were sufficient, they've proven otherwise, and we move quickly to enhance our security measures.
Near where so many roads are blocked off, the crust is rising, but business is falling off here at Lenape Pizza. The tables are empty, as getting here to eat dinner isn't as easy as it was before a killer escaped the prison a mile away. And as the escape surveillance started to be seen on their phones and televisions, the prison's neighbors were not so happy to hear a prior escape had happened the same way just on May 19th, and somehow not prevented from happening again.
Somebody in the prison must have known, and someone in the prison must have not done anything and turned ahead. They let it happen again and again.
Is this worse than embarrassing for the prison?
It should be. They should be ashamed of themselves.
It can't happen again. It cannot happen.
Well, Dan Uffberg, that parent, told me he goes to bed with his wife, like a lot of other parents with school kids, being told, hey, yes, school will open tomorrow. And then they wake up every morning since this happened to a 5 a.m. alert saying, sorry, school's closed again today as a precaution. So they spend another day acting as both babysitters and lookout for a kid-sized killer. Jason, Sheba?
You addressed that embarrassment for the prison, and our Jeff Cole earlier had reported that they brought in a consultant. They added barbed wire to try to prevent this from happening again, and yet here we are tonight, Steve.
Yeah, they have a prison being built in Lancaster County, and they brought the guys in that are in charge of securing that prison because they're hoping to learn from them how to secure this prison. But you think that would have been a move back on May 19th after the other guy shimmied up that wall the same way, and they can't knock down a wall, but they should be actually looking at those people to make sure, hey, you're not on the other side of this door doing that crab walk, as they called it, up to the roof and maybe jumping the fence like this killer did.
Well, the investigation is now underway. I think a lot of folks are curious if anybody was even in the watchtower watching what was going on when all of this was happening. Steve, thank you.
All right, Steve, thanks.